What other secrets do you have?
Oh, God. Who knows? I'm pretty honest. I babble about everything.
Yeah.
Well, John, I know you traveled a lot of places doing stand-up. Like, what was your favorite city to perform in?
I performed. I had 2 good gigs. So I went to last year about this time, end of January actually, was in New Orleans, and I was down with a buddy, and we said there's no comedy club in New Orleans, but I went online and I asked around, and there was a guy named Fred. I forget his last name. He goes by Red Bean on Twitter, and he's
At Red Bean.
He was a very gracious guy who runs a room, and he put me on stage, and I was kind of a little bit freaked out. Like, this is just a different part of the world that I'm performing for. Are they gonna like what I say? Or are they not gonna?
Everyone's hammered. They fucking love that shit, probably.
You know what? They were a great crowd. I wouldn't say they were hammered. They were good. They were just there to watch some comedy, and my stuff kind of went over with them. And it was like this feeling, like, oh, it's interesting. People outside of Montreal can laugh at what I'm doing.
People outside of Montreal are capable of laughter.
Yeah, they are. They are. In the South, it's surprising. So many of them, like we see on The Daily Show, always presents us with like Southern folks, politicians, mainly scowling and being evil and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then you meet the nice ones, and you're like, why
That's
don't
right.
I ever see you
That's
guys?
right.
From the South? Are you really from the South?
But I got one other story. I was actually just in Nicaragua.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
that little clip we're gonna hear.
That's
later on
right.
from you.
And I performed. That's true. I did send you that. I didn't even realize I sent you that. And I was getting bugged to do stand up. I was telling people I do it, and it was kind of like somewhere in between like a hostel and a resort. It's called Madeiras Village. And was staying there, and people were starting to bug me. Can you tell us some jokes? Can you do this? I'm like, I'm kind of on vacation, and I don't know. And if you guys hate my stuff, you're gonna hate me for the next 4 days, and you're gonna think I'm misogynist, racist pig, and all this kind of stuff. But by the last night, I said, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it, and it went off really well, and they're great audience.
Awesome.
So travelers are smart, and so it's always a pleasure to perform for people who are
on the road.
On the road and kind of open-minded and know what's going on in the world.
If you had one piece of advice that you could give to travelers, like right now, what would that be?
Don't be a pretentious douchebag traveler. Don't be a travel hipster. Don't be a tripster.
Travel hipster.
Don't go fucking talking down to everyone about you've done all this shit and you only eat these kind of foods in these restaurants and you hate other white tourists. Fuck, those white people are white people too, man. That's my advice. Don't be a douche.
I love that.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right.
Nice, man.
So let's check out some of your work. Let's check out
Let's check out this little clip.
Comedy.
And we'll
Let's
be right back.
check it out quick, and we'll be right back with John.
All right, we have a bunch of travelers here? Yeah, I think so. You guys don't really look all that Nicaraguan to me. So guys, I love to travel. And whenever I go overseas, I strike up a conversation with someone who's got a bit of a funky accent. They just assume that I'm from the USA. Now listen up, non-North Americans. Other than the fact that we both speak English properly and think soccer's dumb, there are massive cultural differences between our two countries. Like, I was down in New Orleans, and I came across a sneaker store called the Athlete's Foot. I know, right? Major cultural difference between Canada and the United States is that we don't name our stores after diseases. But guys, I am going to bridge that cultural divide when I open up a chain of used vibrator stores called the Genitals Wart. Inventory needs a lot more scrubbing than the business model, I think. And here's the thing, guys. When we travel, we encounter people who speak new languages, we try new foods, we experience new culture, and to me, that is the most beautiful thing about travel.
You're here.
That it gives me the right to be racist. No, but I know what you're thinking. Not so much against the locals and the countries we visit, more against a lot of the other backpackers and tourists that I meet. Like, do you guys ever run into these people who are always trying to prove to you like what a hardcore traveler they are? They're always going on and on about how much they do on how little budget. And they only want to hang out with the locals. Like, you know these pretentious douchebag assholes? Like, fuck, man. So, for example, I met this one dude from California who was like, hey, bro, just spent 3 weeks sleeping on the mud floor at some Ethiopian lady's house. It was awesome. I'm like, asshole, there's 85 million Ethiopians. I can guarantee you not a single one of them brags about that kind of shit. Then I met this other guy who said to me that he says to me, I spent 4 years working in the Far East as a Thai sex slave. No complaints about the job, except the dress was too tight and he never ended up hanging out with the locals. But guys, here's the thing. This is what I can't stand the most about these travelers. When you get together with them, they're always trying to like outdo each other, and it becomes a bit of a penis measuring contest. Or in the case of the female travelers, a vagina tightness contest. Oh, you're laughing, but here's the deal, like guys, there's a horrendous double standard here. Like I've like fucking shocker here, guys. I've done a whole online dating thing, and every now and then, thank you so much, I appreciate that. Feeling the love and the shame all at once, that's awesome, guys. And every now and then, a girl will write in her online dating profile that she's looking for a guy with an 8-inch dick. Tremendous fucking double standard. Just because our genitalia is linear doesn't mean that we don't also want to measure the pleasure. So I'm getting together with a mechanical engineering buddy, gynecologist buddy. We're making an invention. We're going to call it the vajometer. And that way, guys all around the world will be able to write in their online dating profiles that I'm looking for girls who love jazz music, like taking long walks on the beach, and with a minimum vaginal pressure of 420 kilopascals. On sale at the Genitals Wharf. That's my time, guys.
Radio. And we're back.
We're back.
What's up? Welcome people.
Some good stuff, John, man.
Yeah.
Quick question.
I
Do you
liked it.
think performing, like language barrier-wise, hard, or do you use that to your advantage when performing?
Depends what language they speak.
Well,
Mandarin.
like when you perform at a hostel, you usually have, like, even if it's English, they might have like a different accent of the English. Probably have a hard time
you do that?
understanding us.
Like we don't, the people from Scotland don't understand us.
Yeah, we don't understand them.
Well, no, that's all right. Yeah,
They don't understand
what I was
themselves.
Yeah, I was trying to use some
I got
backhand.
you.
Yeah.
I got
So, no, there is some issues. Like sometimes people from France come and wander. They check out our show and they look at us like we're from frickin' I don't know, England or something like that because they don't really understand what we're saying. They think we're from some other planet. And our sense of humor, North American sense of humor,
It's very different.
it's different, but not just
Yeah.
that. Like it's just they're from France. Like
But you're doing the stand-up in English as well, right? Yeah.
it's all the whole show's in English.
Amazing.
That was incredibly. I just offended an entire nation.
No.
Painted all of them as humorless.
Again, I think we're overestimating our reach.
There's that too. But when you get a call from Francois Mitterrand's grandson one day asking for an apology, you're going to do that.
I demand an apology.
But the problem is...
It's apology. Say it right.
No, but it always works out. The vast majority of the audience is always from some English-speaking country, no matter how fucked up their accent is. And there's always like a handful of Germans and French people, and every now and then someone will make those obvious jokes, sort of like I just did. I think every show, certain hosts, the Australians take it. We make fun of every culture, and that's actually
good.
What
we
are
do
your
every show.
least favorite people that roll through hostels? Is it like
drunken, rowdy Australians who are cooped up after 45 centimeters of snow in late December?
Yeah.
Those are a very specific demographic of people that come to my shows that I hope never come back.
they're about ready to
like
burn
there's
the
a
place down?
specific situation that might have happened
No,
behind this.
no
I'm just getting this
way.
feeling. You know?
What happened there, John?
Oh, it was the day that it was the day that we had a lot of snow here, and I think everyone who was not from Montreal was pretty floored by the whole situation and spent their entire day drinking in their hostel bar. And then it was like, there's a comedy show.
Oh, I'm gonna give him hell. They'll be like,
And just
"Fuck you, Canadian!" Huh?
Oh, there was a bunch of them, and you make fun of New Zealand. Of course, they explode. And
Yeah,
like,
they
you
love
know, all
that.
this kind
For
of
some
shit.
reason, they hate people from New Zealand.
New Zealand's a beautiful country.
I don't know. I've never been.
Well,
I know somebody from. I know somebody from there. That's it.
I know somebody who watched Lord of the Rings.
Oh, cool. I know
Me,
somebody who
I-
watched
me.
Flight of the Conchords. Me.
You know me. We know each
It's a
other.
great show. It's a great show. I know 2 people that watch Flight of the Conchords
Awesome.
now.
All right, John. Well, thank you for having us on. So where can we catch you?
So
What's your show?
I do my show.
Wait, Joe, you just thanked him for having us on.
Thank you for having us on your
swear
podcast.
Just want to point that out.
I'm a little dyslexic.
So glad to have you
Little.
on your podcast.
Thank you very much. You've been a gracious host.
Right, let's
Anyways, continue on.
Continue on. You understood. Thanks for coming on
Yeah.
our
No
podcast.
Yeah,
So,
thanks so much.
I
It's a
know what she
blast.
meant. Her and I are at the same level.
Yeah.
I get it.
So again, before you go, tell us quickly where the people can see you and where they can follow you on social media.
Sure. Safest bet to come see me is you can come see me every Thursday at M Bar, which is at 1245 Rue Saint André. It's just below St. Catherine. It's at Metro Berry-UQAM. And it's a pay what you can show. So if you have a good time, you chuck us some money. If you think we suck, you can
Give
tell
them
us to
some
go
money.
fuck ourselves and not give us any money.
You're promoting hecklers now.
Give them money.
No. Listen, we have a great show. We have a great room. People want to come and heckle us. It'll all work out to our advantage. I'm pretty confident in that. And what else can I tell you? It's at MT. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. I sign up for both because you get all the good stuff that way. Who's headlining, who's hosting. It's always a different show. So at MTL Comedy Hostel.
Sweet.
All right, check it out.
Thanks
Check
a
it
lot,
out.
man.
And can the people follow you on Twitter?
They can, but they should just follow Comedy Hostel.
Okay, he
Excellent.
does not like self-promotion. I like
Nah,
that.
I'm honest.
I'm down with that.
We're
So, know what?
strategic,
I'm not
Reese. We're
even going to plug
strategic.
him. That's no, perfect.
You didn't get the memo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hadn't sent out the memo.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well,
We
that's
had a
it.
memo.
Ah.
We had a memo.
There was a memo. I missed it. So thank you very much for coming. Excellent. Guys,
Guys,
let's check something
Guys.
out.
where are we going?
Oh my god, guys.
I don't know. We're
Let's
about
jump
to
off
find
this
out.
building again.
Let's do it.
Radio.
The year, 1987. Sam and his wife Regina were married. That same year, however, would end in disaster. Crackle from Rice Krispie fame tells the tale.
I met Sam and Regina at their wedding. They'd hide myself and Snap as entertainment for the evening. You see, before we got in the cereal game, we were the premier wedding band on the Pacific Northwest. Snap, Crackle, and Sean. Well, anyways, I noticed Regina was getting awfully close to that bee. You know the one from Cheerios? Yeah, that little bastard. Yeah.
December 1987. Sam and Regina file for divorce. Regina is now married to Buzz the Bee, and they have several children. They declined participation. At the height of his career, Sam was making upwards of 9 figures a year and was known for his catchphrase, "Follow your nose." Unfortunately for Sam, his nose led to a mountain of cocaine, and his habit had spiraled out of control. In the end, he had resorted to turning tricks on the street, where he would become the fruit that was looped. These days, you can find Sam living with his pimp, Sugar Bear. Join us next week, where we head down the rabbit hole with tricks into the world of Oxycontin.
Yeah, so how you enjoying that pizza, man? Good song, good pizza,
It's good, cold,
times,
good old
right?
cold pizza. Yeah, all the time. All the time.
That was awesome. No laughter.
Yes,
This is serious shit right here.
thanks for coming
I got
in.
the pastries.
CeasRock,
Yes,
man.
no,
It was
for real,
awesome.
serious.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
hell of a
Thank you
show,
for having
man.
me. Yeah.
So you got some CDs here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with this?
I
Give
was
us-
born.
Talk with your mouth full, it's okay.
Yeah, I brought them in for you guys,
Awesome, man.
and if you want
We
to
have
throw,
a few
if you want to
extras,
throw
so-
them, they're extra sharp.
Sweet. That's how we're gonna do the giveaway.
Yeah.
We're gonna stand on the DeCarry on the overpass.
Don't
chuck
do
them
no.
into
Don't
traffic.
do that.
It's your trademark, though.
Chuck
man.
them into traffic.
I'm gonna be driving and shit. Yeah.
And you use your ninja CD assassin powers.
Beat the irony in that, right?
Yeah, really.
Crash from your own CD being chucked at people.
But yeah, thank you one more time for coming in, man. So
Yeah, if you like us, like our Facebook page at Re-Radio,
Yeah.
we'll probably give you a CD because we've got a couple CDs to give away.
well, we
so,
might. They gotta earn it.
well, yeah, you gotta send Reese a private message on Twitter.
Huh? Nudies.
Something about, I don't know.
Yeah, we
Nudies.
gotta get some nudes on Twitter. I'm gonna retweet that shit. I'm gonna
has
make
to
sure
be a
all
direct
of my close
message.
friends and family see it. My
Direct
grandmother's gonna be
message.
disappointed in you. I can tell you right now. She's not gonna be fucking happy. All right. So we're gonna play CeasRock out. I'm gonna show him ST who couldn't be here tonight.
Oh well, shout out to ST.
Yeah, we got the picture. We got the
Shout
picture
out to
for him. We
ST.
took a little picture for you.
Yeah,
we might
I'm
show you.
curious to hear your music, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna play Snowed In, I think, is the track he gave us.
Snowed In.
Bang
So we're
bang.
gonna play Snowed In, and it's produced by